All right. I have to say thank you to everybody who replied to my previous video about the upcoming changes. It kind of made me realize what I was doing wrong. I just had a revelation while reading the comments. And what I was doing wrong before was I wasn't allowing myself to delete anything from my footage. What that meant is that I would take the raw footage of me playing the game and all the parts where I wasn't talking and wasn't doing anything significant, I would speed them up. So I'd make a cut, make another cut, and then I'd select the clip, and then I would speed it up using the speed change right here. And that workflow, that loop, is kind of lengthy. It takes a lot of time and work to get that operation done hundreds of times in a video. The thing that I realized is that I don't have to keep the full experience of everything I did in the play session. There are sometimes when I'm playing the game and something goes wrong. Something, maybe I'll make a bad decision or or not realize something about how the game works, and I'll fumble through it, and that's slow and awkward. And here I am in the editor trying to figure out, how do I work with this and try to speed up the parts that aren't good. But the problem was, of course, that if I was talking during the game, I kept everything that I said at normal speed, even if it was not really relevant, not really interesting, not really new or fresh or exciting or otherwise interesting. I kept all of it. So what I did this time is I took 3 hours of footage. I had already finished the first 25 minutes or so in the old format. So the next video that you see will still be that format, although I have deleted a few things, little things. But then I took the rest of it, which is probably about a little over 2 hours worth of game footage, and I literally deleted everything. I didn't, instead of focusing on the parts I could speed up, I focused on the parts that I could keep, that I could show you that would be interesting. And I isolated those and trimmed them tight right around the event, whether it's me saying something or noticing something going on in the game or action scene or whatever. And that would be tightly clipped. And then these clips are concatenated together because I deleted everything else just wiped it out. And I managed to take over 2 hours of footage and reduce it down to about 25 minutes, which is even better because what this does is it respects your time by not forcing you to sit through too much that isn't interesting. And it's actually about, I'd say more than twice as fast to edit, because now I don't have to sit there and cut around every little thing that happens and try to figure out how to show you or speed up all the bits between events that aren't even interesting. Because the editing process itself is pretty quick when I get to delete. So it's just, you're playing along and then you Control B to cut, and then you Control B to cut again. Like if I wanted to keep this thing that I said right here, I'll just give you an example. This is how it works. Okay. It's a drill with a custom paint job. So if I want to just keep that and delete everything around it, what I do is I'd put the cursor here, Control B, put the cursor here, Control B, and then I would take that and delete it, and then take whatever's before and delete it. And it's really, really fast. These are way faster than typing in speed values and messing around with that. Because I have the audio, I can tell where I'm talking. Where I'm talking is things like this spiky bit here is me talking, whereas these not so spiky sound waves are the game happening. Like this is probably an engine noise. It's background engine noise. It's got Dal talking in the background too, so that makes it different. But these little bits here are
welcome aboard my ship.
Things like that. See, the game, because I have the game volume lower than my volume, so I can really tell easily where my voice is. Like here, this part here is my voice, and over here you've got character voices. So like,
I'll be
you
on
can
my
see,
ship. I look.
that's them talking. And so that this whole process of editing is going to go so much faster. And I did this edit. I actually finished the entire play session of about 3 hours, and into the two videos that you're going to see. So I've now got two more videos to upload. This is going to be the VRO episode 1 and 2, and the number 2 is going to be the one that's the new format. The number 1 is the old format. Now, I think it's going to be one of the really important benefits that I've got from doing it this way is that I get more time to play the game, which means that I have more interesting things to show you quicker. It's win-win all around. I love it. So thank you all who replied. That is much appreciated, and I will see you in the game.